Previously on Syrvivor. After Jack's elimination, Andrew tried to go on a revenge tour, but to Erica's dismay, they talked to too many people, and Geneva and Addie ended up not flipping on their side, and instead playing an idol that Geneva found on Austin, guaranteeing him safe. At the end of the day, it was Andrew, because he told people he was the snake, that got voted off and the second member of our jury. Who will be voted out next? Find out tonight on Syrvivor.
Oh my god, I really thought my ass was gonna be on the fire and we were not gonna win that one, but that worked perfectly. Let's just hope Andrew was a freaking snake. You have no idea how much I was paid. Like, if you saw my face, I was just dead. Like, I was so scared to look at anybody, but I was so happy. I think they're definitely gonna know that I was the one that. So good. That was so good. Nobody listened to me. No one. I called it. No one listened to me when I said that this plan was not going to work. No one listened to me. Read the group chat back, guys. Nobody fucking listened to me. I had the answer. I had it all mapped out. But no one cared enough to listen to me. Oh my god. This is so bittersweet because I know I was right, but also Andrew had the same feeling as me. So now that he's gone, listen to me. I know. Guys, why did no one listen to me? Not my fault.
Everyone, go to the group me. In the group me, you will find a Google form. That Google form will be Syrvivor superlatives. So, for instance, these questions will be like, who is most deserving to be in this game still? Who is least deserving to be in this game still? You can vote for yourself, but please be honest in your vote. We will go back to this during the challenge, but just be honest in your vote and do not tell anyone who you vote for, because this will deter your chance to win the meeting. Final 9, just take final 9. Derek, I'll take that back.
I'm sorry, I don't need your help. But I'll scratch down a little bit for you.
Once again, immunity is back up for grabs, but before that, we're having a little bit of a reward challenge. So, famously, to Syrvivor is the Survivor auction. Now, they haven't done it in years, but here at Syrvivor Syracuse, we do it every single season. In front of you, you have increments of $20 of Syrvivor Syracuse dollars. Each of you in the bag has $400 in total. You can bet / whatever in increments of 20. So you can't do 30, you can't do 50. You know what I mean? Some rules: you can't give your money to someone. You can give your item to someone if you want, but you can't give your money to someone. Any questions? Some items will be hidden. Some items will be revealed. It's up to you. First item will remain hidden. Anyone want to bid? Just say the increment.
20.
20? 20 going once. 20 going twice.
40.
40. 40 once.
60.
60 once. Twice. Sold. 60 to Shawn. Shawn, come up. Get your money right here. Let's see what Shawn got. Shawn, do you want your
Keep it.
Oh, let's go.
Very nice, Shawn.
He's 21. Enjoy that, Shawn.
I will. Okay.
Next one, not be hidden. Anyone want some Valentine's Day chocolates for the bear? So it's big at 20. Anyone? 20. 20 there.
I can't rip that shit.
Got 20? 3, 2, 1, sold. Derek, chocolate for you.
Just kind of double check to see if there's another one under there.
I would fucking kill myself.
Damn it.
I would have.
Yeah, boy, y'all should have put it.
For now. Alright, next item will be hidden. Let's see it. 20 bucks. 20 for Derek. 20 going once. 20 going twice. 20 sold. Derek. 20. Hopefully you're not sick. You got some sickness food.
That's it.
Robin, mac and cheese.
Oh, those are really good.
Some harvest peas.
Alright, whatever, 20 bucks.
Alright, going once. Going twice. Sold, Derek. Derek. No groceries.
I mean, I'll get it.
Which one?
See fun.
Oh. I think I have a feeling I know what
Alright,
these
go
are.
to the box and see the item that you got. Nice condom. Alright. This last item will be seen.
Colors shop.
And it's shop.
640.
440? 440? Anyone else want to jump in there?
What is it?
Anybody else have 440?
Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. So this is not a swivel item, we'll have to draw from a hat.
Oh.
I don't got a pen.
I hope it's actually chalk.
Yeah.
That'd be nice about it.
Both in here, shaking it up.
Again. I can't believe you left the room no
Show me the money.
I didn't know we didn't have a collar, so we came up with that virtually.
Austin gets to the shop. Congratulations, Austin. On that note, Survivor auction is done. Whoever didn't spend the money,
It's just
keep it.
dump it out.
Right.
Dump it out.
I
Dump it out.
Yeah, okay.
Miss a man.
Anyways, you guys ready to hear today's challenge?
Sure am.
Alright, so recall back to the superlatives that you filled out not too long ago. Each of you has a booklet with everyone's name, including Andrew, who was just voted off. So I will go through the questions in no particular order, and then you will cast your vote by showing the name of who you think is the majority for that answer. If everyone gets it right, no one gets to X out anymore. Okay? That makes sense? Alright. Austin, what was the advantage that you got?
I got a box of chocolate.
You got lots of chop. So Austin, there are 9 people left in this game.
You got fucking chalk. There's a piece of chalk.
There are 8 pieces of chalk. Because it doesn't include yourself, you get to put 8 X's wherever you want.
That's a massive, that's a big one.
Is it Shawn?
That is Shawn.
Wow, that's my best couple.
That is 6. You have 2 more. 7.
You
And
feeling anyone's gonna get them right?
Wait, I'm actually comfortable.
Well, I'm not
Can we use the X's? Can we like take it?
Are they common?
you already put it down.
Austin definitely wants to put one on himself. He's not man enough. He's not man enough to start with a game.
The man that picked it for his tribe.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Alright, I need your last X. Alright, Eric goes 1 X. Shawn, you have been eliminated from this challenge. You're not eliminated.
Yeah, baby.
Alright,
I'm gonna pull myself right.
first question in no particular order. Who is the most attractive here? Majority, looking for the majority answer.
Is there a majority?
There is a majority answer.
I would like to say that I won this last season.
Yeah.
I have a reveal.
There.
Shawn. 3 mics and a Shawn. The correct answer was Shawn.
Hey, where's Valentina? Yeah,
Alright, we'll start with Eric.
Eric,
You get to put an X up? Just say it. That was
I don't even know who's who. It's in the order you're sitting. What? It's in the order you're sitting. Austin.
One for Austin. Addie?
Austin.
Yeah.
Shawn? Out. Summer?
I think I'll do Austin.
Mike?
Okay. Erica.
Another for Erica. And Derek?
Erica.
So 3 Austin, 3 Erica. Next question. Who out of the remaining is the least athletic? So, least athletic. Everyone reveal? You have Derek, Geneva, Addie, Geneva, Addie, Derek, Erica. The correct answer was Addie. So Summer, Mike, Geneva, you guys get to pick an X. Who is the nicest of the bunch? Geneva, Summer, that's Shawn's count. Abby, Summer, Abby, Geneva. Correct answer was Abby. So Summer,
Guys.
we got Austin and Addie. We'll start with Summer this time. Summer,
I think Austin could take another one.
Austin,
Erica.
Erica, and Addie.
Erica.
Thank you.
Erica, you're out of this challenge. You're not giving more S's. Who does the least work in this game? Alright, everyone reveal. Least, Erica, Andrew, Summer, Shawn, Addie, Geneva, Austin, and Andrew was the right answer. Geneva's the only one who got it right. Geneva.
Let's go for
Summer. Who is the most emotional player? Real. Emotional player, Addie, Erica. Erica's the right answer. Geneva, Austin, Mike, Summer, and Abby. Geneva started off. Summer. Austin.
Summer as well.
Mike.
Sour.
Summer.
Austin.
And Abby.
Austin.
We're out of this challenge. Alright, next question. Who needs to take a chill pill? Chill pill, Erica, Andrew, Addie, Derek. Correct answer was Derek, Addie.
Yeah, did everyone have an answer?
It's
so chill.
Derek,
Did everyone have a different answer?
That was hard. I didn't remember what about that.
Geneva? Addie, you were out of this challenge. You're down to the 4. Derek was 0. Addie was 0. Geneva was 0. Mike with 4. Who is most likely to get arrested? Reveal. The correct answer was 2 answers actually. Andrew and Mike. That means everyone but Geneva. We'll start with Derek.
For the record, just for a single sip of twisted tea.
Geneva. Addie. Geneva.
I might have voted for myself.
Mike.
Derek is fully in.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Derek. I gotta catch myself up.
Next question. Who would do the best on the actual Survivor show? Everyone reveal? We have Abby, Geneva, Shawn, Geneva. We have 3 answers here. Geneva, Abby, Erica. So, but everyone but Abby. Mike, sorry.
Derek.
Who was the winner?
Sorry, Derek.
Geneva?
Derek.
And Derek? Who is the biggest villain of the bunch? Everyone reveal.
I'll listen.
Geneva, Summer, Derek, Summer. No one had it right. It was Addie.
But
Oh!
Who
wow,
is
guys.
the biggest villain of the bunch?
The villain. I'll take that.
Who is secretly the most hated of the bunch? Geneva, Addie, Erica, Addie. Correct answer was Geneva. Mike. You
What?
guys.
Let's put it on.
We have 5 questions left. If it's tied, we will do a It is not the person who is the least X's will win. 5 questions. Lost the fucking question. Okay. Who would you want to take home to your parents? Who has no chance of winning this game?
Wow.
Probably the one at the bottom of their alliance. No joke.
Alright.
Derek, don't pretend that this is ours.
I don't like to be mean to people, okay?
Alright, everyone reveals. Addie, Erica, Addie, Summer. Correct answer was Addie. Mike, Addie, you got it? Addie, will start with you. And Mike? Yeah, Addie. Addie's out of this competition.
Bro, I'm pretty sure 80% of your votes were Addie. That's crazy.
3.
3 were for Derek, 3 were for Addie, 1 was for.
Who has the best chance of winning this game? Mike, Geneva, and Mary.
I don't know after this one.
Actually, a lot of them. Not really.
Milwaukee, that's nice.
Alright, everyone reveal? Best chance of winning this game, we have Mike, Geneva, Abby. Correct answers were Summer, Austin, Addie. Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever he's gonna vote.
Derek.
Yeah, that's it, guys.
Next question. Who would you go to Rocks for? AKA sacrifice your game. Alright, everyone reveal. Derek, Abby, Derek. Correct answers were Summer and Mike. No one did. Alright, next question. Who is the least deserving in the final 9? Final 10 technically. Addie, Erica. Correct answer was Erica. Derek, you got it. Geneva. Who do you think is going to win this challenge? Everyone review. Geneva, Addie, Summer. Correct answer was Summer. And Shawn.
Oh!
Derek, you got it.
Look at us.
Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Who would've thought? Not me?
What you need, I'm going with you just because you kind of more right. And Mike hasn't got as many right as you this game, so I'm going with you.
That's just not true.
Wow, that's a good actually.
That was, what a bullshit reason that was.
Yeah, what she said.
I don't know if you'll remember that to me, but I do.
More right than Mike.
I'll remember that to you.
Have you been keeping track?
Derek Cassius. This one you need a marker for. Derek will write first, then pass it to Mike. Who out of everyone voted out should be in this game right now? Write it on the back of the booklet.
Oh, okay.
Alright. Fourth reveal. Eli. Answer was Jack. No one gets it. We will now go into the tiebreaker. The tiebreaker is, since there are 7 of you who are not part of these 2, everyone will be voting between Mike and Derek on who they want to win the game.
I could be screwing myself if that's what.
Alright, everyone reveal. Everyone now reveal. It's pretty unanimous at this point. Alright, majority, 4 to, yeah. Mike wins immunity. Mike, can come up. Mike, you're safe in the next tribal council. No votes for Mike, it will count. There you go. Also, as winning immunity, this season, twist, you can give an immunity idol clue to another person. Since the idol was played this week, there's a new idol. So, you can pick who you want to give it to.
Addie.
He chose to give it to Addie. Addie, I will text it to you and I have it on me. Alright? Making this fit. Alright. 9. Next tribal council. Mike, you're safe. You're immune. The rest of you, tribal council, where someone will be the 11th person voted out of this game. Alright, that's all I have for you. Pack your bags. You can go home.
Okay.
Yeah, they were saying like, oh, you guys are at the bottom. Shawn was just like hammering it in there. That was scary.
That was
Yeah.
in your face. That was
That was
facing.
literally in my face. He was like walking back.
That was a little.
A little facing.
And honestly, to me, it's a little ridiculous for Summer to be like, if you don't vote her way,
Yeah.
we're literally you're not getting any votes.
It's
Like,
disrespectful.
who does that? That's disrespectful of the game.
It's disrespectful.
This isn't even personal. Like literally, I'm making a game move. Why am I not allowed to make a game move?
Didn't you
I
say
didn't
you?
pick him for sore losers.
I did.
It sucks
They've
that
been
they are.
at it every week. Every time they lose, it's like all hell breaks loose. Well, we are like, okay, good game, respect. Like that's how you play this game.
Yeah.
And I just think being petty during jury votes, that like, that's not.
I mean,
We should vote for the best. Like
I get why they're saying that, but it's just like they're just doing it to intimidate.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That was a threat. Like, that
Just
was
know,
not. That was
just
not
know
how you
we
pitch
got,
a
we
case.
are solid.
No, I'm
And no matter what they say, if they say something, just bring it up to
Oh,
us.
absolutely.
Because what we miss out on is like miscommunication is gonna be like
Oh,
what
yeah,
rules
yes,
us.
yeah.
Yeah, and we outsmarted them 3 weeks in a row.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They blew a 7v4. They blew a 7v4 in 2 weeks.
Can we just give it up for us though?
Thank
Like
you.
guys,
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
let's
Apparently,
go.
voting you out has worked for me twice.
Yeah.
So, tonight's tribal could not have gone worse. Yes, I'm about to cry. Andrew went home. Basically my fault. Since this was my plan that royally fucked us over. My plan didn't actually. Geneva and Addie did. Like, I've been trying to think of a genuine reason why they didn't flip. It just hasn't come to me. And so, I'm honestly just loving the vibes of me, Abby, Erica, and Shawn because we wreaked havoc during that challenge. They thought, what did Geneva and Addie think we were gonna do? Like, forgive them? Like, be like, it's okay guys, we get it, it's hard to flip. It's a big risk to flip. It's okay that you didn't do it. No. We called them out on every possible thing we could to show them that they are at the bottom of that line and they will either get voted out first or they will make it to final 3 and get 0 jury votes. Because I have 0 respect for them. I've never talked to Derek once, and right now, he is my vote if he goes final 3. Good for you, Derek. You're playing this game well, and I think you're being respectful about it. I haven't talked to you, but...
Ignore the fact that I'm in a laundry room. Here's the deal. I said this in my confessional, but I'm gonna say it again. The reason Andrew went home tonight is because nobody listened to me. I said, this is not the move. We guarantee that someone from their side goes home and we have the numbers if we just vote for Geneva or Addie. This all would not have happened if people had listened to me. And that's what this vlog is gonna be about. The superlatives really got me because how am I one of the most likely to win the actual show, but also the least deserving of being in the final 9 of Syrvivor Syracuse season 2? What? Let me just explain. How am I the least deserving of being in the final 9? Is it because I had 2 idols played? Because I got off because of 2 idols? First of all, I found the first idol. Second, the second idol that I played was given to me by someone who's out of the game already. doesn't that make me a good player who deserves to be in the final 9? You'd think so. People have very big egos right now, and the jury is not gonna like any of you, not a single one of you. Not one of you would we ever willingly write down a name of. Ever thought it? Don't try to make a splash. Don't go for the home run. Just get the single. Just get the single. Should not have been the vote this week. Should not have been the vote tonight. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it. I take responsibility. I was the one who said, why don't we put 4 on Austin instead? But also, I stand by the fact that Geneva and Addie should never have been trusted. Never ever. Should never have been talked to. Our initial plan was to not talk to anyone, and everyone went against that. And never. Guys, have y'all never seen the Ice Files? Trust no one. Trust no one.
It's past 1 in the morning, but I can't stop thinking about this because I'm too competitive of a person. I'm too competitive, and I hate sore winners. Not that they've won, because it's not even close and they're not gonna win, so it's fine. But I hate that they think it's going their way. Obviously it is. The last 3 weeks it went their way, obviously. But getting too comfortable is what my alliance's biggest weakness was. So I'm hoping that maybe after finally 3 votes going their way, hopefully maybe now they'll start to get a little too comfortable. But I'm ready to stir some things up. I'm not gonna talk to people, I'm not stirring things up like drama-wise, but I'm ready for something to go our way and for I don't know, for shit to start changing. Not alliances, but I'm just ready for things to start going our way. I'm too competitive, I'm too annoyed and over seeing them celebrate at tribals.
Okay, so as terribly as tonight could have gone, there were 2 good things. The first was that Abby didn't use her steal a vote, which means we have life in the next tribal because we'll have 4 votes and they have 5, but we'll steal 1, so they'll have 4. So we'll tie and go to a revote. We'll probably end up going to rocks. The second is that Shawn got the idol during the challenge. Literally, Callie, don't laugh what I'm about to say. Literally went up to that table with the biggest dick energy I've ever fucking seen. You can put that in, because I told him to his face. Ripped that idol from under the table, opened it in front of everyone, hung it in front of their faces, and passed the note down so that they could all read it. Like, as terribly as I felt, that gave me hope and made me feel so good because none of them expected that idol to be hidden there. And I thought he might like go try and sneak it. No, he literally took that shit and it was great.
I'm trying to look for the idol right now. So Addie gave me the clue. It says, I lay on the south, the first of my kind. I am a humble idol. I reside so small. Check out my house. Hope rocks are in mine. Dogs, rabbits, little creatures all crawl. I was actually out here earlier with Austin and Addie. And we were looking basically everywhere. But I feel like I need to look again because I feel like I'm in danger. Especially because I know, Summer knows that I basically messed up both of those last 2 votes. So I feel like I could potentially go home tomorrow, and I hope not. So I know that I have to find the idol since we weren't able to find it earlier. So join me on this journey as I search for it at 10:32 at night. just so frustrated right now. I've been outside for almost an hour and a half searching. It's crazy. I have no idea where this clue is. You probably can't even see me. That's how ridiculous this is. I just don't know. I lay on the south, the first of my kind. I am a humble idol. I reside so smart. Check out my house. Hope rocks are in mine. So, check out house, rocks, dogs, rabbits, little creatures all crawl. What those? I don't see anything. There's like a door, but got it. Maybe it's somewhere over here. Is that it? Oh my gosh. I found the idol. This is the third idol I found. See, oh my god. This is crazy. Literally, I was just about to give up. I was just about to give up. This is amazing. If you get voted out, the idol is with you. If you're not done so, vlog this moment, then proceed to text Luke. So I got to text Luke, and I found it. This is amazing. I just got to figure out what to do tomorrow because I have no idea how they're going to vote. I have no idea. I just don't know. I just don't know. I have no idea how tomorrow's gonna go. I'm really nervous about tomorrow. I don't want to have to draw rocks, but I gotta figure out what would ensure that a certain person gets votes on them and that they would go home and that we play the idol right if we do play the idol. So we will see what happens.
Addie has her advantage where she could basically nullify one of our votes. And on top of that, Shawn has some sort of idol. And we don't know exactly what it is because we were told that basically this new snake advantage was big. And we know that part of the snake advantage was that he knew where an idol was. We don't know if it was a single idol, we don't know if it was a double idol. You know, it could really be a variety of different things. So with that being said, what will happen is, let's say Shawn doesn't play his idol. Then Addie for sure is going to play her advantage, and then Geneva is going to play hers, maybe, or she might not. But let's say both get played and we go to rocks, and both get played, and you know we'll have an equal vote of 4-4.
I found out earlier today that Geneva found the idol last night. The new merged idol. Now, wish it could have been me, but when she told Addie first, and then she told me. So at Luke, I know with them that I am trustworthy enough for them where they can come to tell me stuff, and it lets me know that I'm in a good part. I'm in a good shape with them. They were like, we don't want to tell Derek and Austin yet. I was like, why wouldn't you? Like, they're not gonna turn you. And Austin asked me if he wanted to go hunting, so I was like, Geneva found it. Like, I just told him, just so he would know I wasn't keeping anything from them. And since Derek's my number one, I think within my alliance, I am a go-to for most people.
Wednesday, I went with Addie and Geneva to look for the idol on South Campus. We couldn't find it. We walked around for like maybe an hour or so, hour and a half. I had to go back because I had class. And then I would have gone back later, but I wasn't feeling too well. So I stayed in. Found out this morning, though, that Geneva was there really late last night and found it. Which is great that we have it. Great that we have it. Bad news. I didn't find it. I wanted it because I wanted an excuse to play it for myself. Because I'd rather not be exposed. One plan that I've discussed was Derek has a fake idol that he found when lurking with Hannah. So we could bluff that. Derek can get up at tribal. We can gauge reactions if they freak out when Derek stands up to play an idol. Geneva could play it for Derek, and we could be safe no matter what. They could be faking it. They could not react. If he goes up and no one reacts, he can play it for me. See how they react then. It's all about what we want to do and how paranoid Geneva feels. Because if Geneva feels that she's gonna get the votes, then she's gonna play it for herself, and that's something we can do to stop her. So at this point, it's one of those situations where you're like, oh, well, I want to get votes. But you also, like, if Shawn plays the idol correctly, we're looking at a 25% chance.
What we gotta do is, I was gonna say, if we want to use fake idols, you have to either have me flash it, because they can't force me to like go up and play it early because I'm immune, so I have no reason to do that if I want to keep it or if not, like, but or the other way is just to have Austin play one on himself. Austin go up with a fake one after Shawn does that, and that, well, if Shawn plays his idol, then we're gonna play the idols. If Shawn doesn't play the idol, absolutely no reason to. 100% no reason to play an idol. And then at that point, we're going to rocks. Unless, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna text Erica, and just all I'm gonna say is that if you do ever want to work with me and open to it, no matter what happens. And so no, I can go 2 ways. She can well, I'm gonna actually tell my tribe, or my tribe. See, it's just so divided right now that it just feels like we're on tribes. It feels like it's just one tribe versus another. We literally competed in that challenge last week as just straight up everyone knew it's
After the challenge, when we're leaving Maxwell, I was filming a confessional, and then I come out and see Addie and Geneva walking down the hallway towards the Falk parking lot over by the Dome, and they are walking forward, but it was Shawn and I think, I want to say, one of the girls, one of the other girls, I forget who, turned around talking to them while they were walking backwards. So I see this and I just run over. I'm like, what is going on? And it's just their side. It's the 4 of them bombarding Addie and Geneva about how they messed up, about why they should flip. But it's not in like a game like, this makes sense for you, you should do this is the best thing you can do. It was like a personal attack and ultimatums like, if you guys just lost our jury votes because if Derek gets there, we're voting for him over you. Like, that's not how you play this game. That's not how you win this game. That's not how you get far at all. And at this point, I mean, I don't even care at this point. I would much rather get voted out at 5 with the 4 of the people I'm working with now than jump ship and work with them and win. It's just, I resent everything they're doing from a game perspective. Those strategies don't work. They shouldn't work. They should never work. They shouldn't even be tried. It's just, it's shameful. It's petty. It's disrespectful to the game. It's disrespectful to the players. It's an utter disrespect to Geneva and Addie too that they tried like bullying them into voting that way. So at this point I don't even care. I resent everything about their game. It's just really funny. I think they're just like salty and upset that they blew a 7-4. Like it was 7-4 going into the tribal council with 11. should have been 7-4 going into that tribal council, but then they turned on me. Yeah, it comes down to a numbers game, and you know I'm also gonna work out the math to see the odds of drawing the bad rock. If I go last, what are the odds that the other 4 rocks before me, or the other 3 or 4 rocks before me, were all good ones? So we'll see what happens.
I think they're going to go for either Geneva or me. I think they definitely view me as a big threat to their game. And Geneva's been lying to them a good amount, with the last 2 votes. So I think her and I are definitely prime targets, which means that if, let's say, Shawn plays his idol and he plays it right, and then we play our idol and we play it wrong because Geneva says she wants to play it herself. That would mean that I have a 50% chance of going home if he plays that right, which is very scary to me. So anyways, we're going to be meeting up tonight as a group and decide who we want to go home. But right now I'm feeling very nervous. If I make it through this week, I'm definitely in a really good spot. But I got to make it first. It's the same thing I've been saying for the past 3 weeks. We've been in a precarious situation. If we could pull this off, I think this honestly might be the greatest swing in Survivor history. We went from about like a 7-4 alliance to now a 4-5 alliance, and potentially this week it could be 4-3. So that'll definitely be interesting to see, and I'm sure it will be an exciting travel to watch.
So it's been an interesting day and a half since the Andrew vote. It's 5-4 in terms of people, but 4-4 in terms of votes because Abby has her steal a vote advantage. And both sides has an idol. Shawn has his via being the snake, and Mike gave the clue to Addie. So assuming Addie or somebody else found the one that clue was for, there's an idol on both sides. Basically what we were trying to do was at least get it to rocks. If somebody flipped in a revote, that'd be pretty awesome, but that's not gonna happen, so we would get it down to rocks, and then there's still a chance that each of us will go home, but whatever, it would be rocks instead of whatever. So we were do we want Austin to be safe if we go to rocks? But then it's just a crapshoot, so we don't know who we're gonna vote for. Tribal's in 8 hours, so we don't know who we're voting yet. I think we're still just gonna pick out of a hat, and that's gonna be the name that we write down so that nobody is responsible for picking the vote, and then just so we can't feel guilty and or place blame. I really don't know, and we don't know who they're voting for, and this is gonna be a really, really not fun tribal.
Okay, just filled out my steal the vote. Can't say how thankful I am I didn't play this the last 2 trials, because it's gonna be vital this vote. So it's 5-4, numbers against us. There's been 0 communication between alliances this week, and I keep saying this, I think everyone's on the same page that there's really 0 strategy that can be involved this week, because it's with this 4-4 votes, each alliance has an idol, so it's literally just gonna be up to fate. We had an idea, since our strategy's been shitty, is to literally just pick a name out of a hat. So we're gonna do that, and then at the last second we decided that we don't want to vote Geneva, because Geneva's said before, apparently to Erica, that she would never go to rocks. So we think that if there is a revote, Geneva might flip with us to save her own ass over her alliance. So hopefully that's true. So we don't want to put her because we would want her to be threatened going into rocks. So we didn't want to pick randomly anymore because of that. So we chose to vote for Derek. So I'm sick to my stomach thinking about the possibility that they play an idol for Derek. I can't even wrap my brain around it. But there's a lot of different ways tonight could go. We're not playing an idol because we want to save it. But if this goes our way, it'll be 4-4, and we'll be in the exact same situation going into the next tribal. So we'll see. But I just filled out my thing. I, Abby, plan to use this snake stealer advantage to steal Mike vote, but rendering it useless. So he has immunity and he's not gonna vote. Might as well not show up. But they don't know who I did either, so it's helpful. But I'm paranoid. I'm gonna lose it. So we'll see. I don't know. It's up to fate now. There's like a solid chance I go home tonight, which I've told myself all day that I'm going home tonight so that if it happens, I'm not that upset. But if it doesn't, great. But realistically, I might be going home. So we'll see.
We're on our way to tribal.
I've never
I'm about to shit, puke, and cry.
I've never felt more uncomfortable going to a tribal because it's completely up to fate right now.
Literally,
there's been zero communication between
I
alliances.
think we can go through the physics, but like,
so it's literally just gonna come down to pretty much luck.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to trick him with the hat thing to make him think it's random, but I'm writing Derek's name down. I'm taking Mike's vote, so I don't know. We'll see. I think I'm going home.
We all think we're going home.
Right.
I thought about what I would want to say in my exit confessional. I haven't thought of anything though.
I'm just gonna say I'm at peace, because I am.
When I film my go home confessional tonight, it's gonna be off the top of my head.
Okay, I think I'm going home too.
Oliver, what do you think is gonna happen? Are we gonna get it?
Who am I
Is it gonna go our way? Yeah, he said yeah.
We're going home tonight, Oliver.
No. Well, either way, there's not a challenge, so at least we can all be together.
Yeah.
So big tribal tonight. Currently 5-4. At least it appears to be 5-4. Their side versus my side. But we know Abby has the advantage to steal a vote. So it's gonna essentially be 4-4, and it's gonna be really up to the Survivor gods as to who goes home. We're expecting it to go to rocks, but you can really never be too sure as to what's gonna happen. The plan right now is to go in there and to pick a name out of a hat and make it look random. But in reality, the plan is to vote Derek. We've kind of just done some mental calculations, and we think Derek is the least likely to get an idol played on him. And also the one person that we would want safe if it does end up going to rocks. So it's a toss-up to see how it goes. I don't plan on playing my idol tonight. So honestly, my biggest fear for tonight is that I end up going home with an idol in my pocket. But if it happens, it happens. You know, there's not much we can do at this point. We've kind of dug ourselves a hole with these last two tribals, so we kind of just have to hope that it falls in our favor. But we'll see. It's definitely a big question mark. I think this one will really decide how the rest of the game goes. So, like I said, we'll see. But it's definitely scary. Not feeling comfortable about tonight like I did the last 2 weeks, but obviously the last 2 weeks didn't go in my favor. So, we'll see. But that's all I got for now.
Welcome back, Merge Tribe, after last Tribal Council and Challenge. Mike, you are immune today. So, Mike, you started this game off with 19 people. You guys are down to 9, 8 after tonight. How does it feel to be here right now?
It feels good. Like, just making it this far with how crazy, like, almost every tribal has been. Like, I don't think there's been one where it's just like it's gone straight from the plan that was formed at the beginning of the week to the end of the week, and I feel like that's the only one.
Summer, you're a big fan of Survivor. How does it feel to be playing this game, 1, and 2, make this fun?
It feels great to be playing it. Like, as nervous as I can be or as stressed as I can be, I'd like to try and take a step back and realize it's just a game, and it's also a lot of fun. And I'm really glad I'm doing it, and I know that in 3 months when it's all over, I'll have nothing but good memories.
Geneva, talk to me a little bit about, it is a fun game, but how difficult was it to get to this point?
Very difficult. I've had to fight arguably more than anyone get here, just because I've had a lot of pre-merged tribals. So to make it this far is honestly amazing, and I'm glad I've been able to play the game.
Austin, talk to me about your journey a little bit. Last two tribal councils, you were saved once
Yeah.
and then again. How do you feel?
I mean, I think a lot of it comes down to trusting the wrong people, making not the wrong moves, but I mean, thinking you have one plan when it's completely something else behind your back. That stemmed from a couple weeks ago and didn't translate into last week. Last week has been something else, but I mean, some decisions I made in the past definitely contributed to what happened.
Erica, speak to me about a little bit what Shawn said. I mean, look at you guys right now. It seems like you five over there, you four holding hands. How are you feeling?
All of them.
All of them.
I mean, yeah, you have to roll with the punches, but obviously I'm new to Summer, Abbie, and Shawn's relatively new too, but being someone who has flipped, I don't regret flipping just because now we don't have numbers. Because I think I trust these people more than I've trusted anyone I've worked with in the game, so.
Yeah, awesome.
Were you going to play your idol at your first tribal council after the swap?
Me? Yeah.
Were you?
Yes.
You said you wouldn't even work.
Because I was at lab that I wasn't supposed to be at.
I mean,
I was
can
going home to get it, Austin.
I mean,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
play
saying.
the game since week 2.
Me? Okay.
He did get saved 2 weeks in a row.
If that's your perspective on what happened, I mean, we can read in the lines.
I mean, neither of them were your idols.
Addie, speak to me a bit about your situation right now. So you finally have the numbers this week around,
Right.
but do you still consider yourself safe?
Yeah, I think I know who I stand with, and I think I trust everybody in my alliance, and I know they're always gonna have my back and not play this flippy game that some people chose to play, and I'm glad that I'm gonna play this game with the people that I trust most.
Addie, so you spoke to me, you spoke in general at Tribal Council the past 2 times about your steal a vote advantage. Obviously that didn't come out the past 2 times, so you probably still have it. Do you think that could help?
I mean, yeah, I think everyone, at least in my mind, everyone's on the same page. Might look like they have the numbers, but I've known from the beginning I can steal a vote. So the hard facts are that it's going to be 4-4, advantages and unknown advantages on both sides. So there's only so much strategy that can even go into a tribal like this when it's split exactly down the middle like that. So we'll see.
Mike, 4-4, what happens?
Well, if wherever idols are going, if they're played wrong or if they're played at all, like that comes into a factor. But at the end of the day, if 4 votes go through for someone and 4 votes go through for someone else, you see right now, it looks like it's rocks.
Summer, do you trust the people that you're with right now to stick with you if you're the person on the block?
150%. I hope they know we're going to rocks unless one of them chooses otherwise, so they better completely trust everyone else. And if not, someone's got to do something special because we've been ready for rocks for 48 hours.
And Derek, do you think you can trust your 5 if you were the one on the block?
I think so. I think, throughout these past couple weeks, we've had a lot of chances to kind of bail ship and maybe go to a side that seemed like it was more promising. And none of us has, and I think that's really a testament to the commitment that these guys have to sticking with each other. And, if it came down to it, I'm happy to go to rocks with these guys.
Now let's change gears to the challenge. Shawn, Survivor Syracuse, you played it last season. This time, a little bit differently with the auction. What happened?
I got voted most attractive again. But we just got a little unlucky at the end. It really just came down to drawing a name out of a hat, and we obviously fell short there. But for me, the biggest part is that I walked away with an idol. Obviously, they made a mistake in voting out Andrew last week, and they thought he was a snake, and he wasn't. So I walked up, picked up the idol, and didn't make it a secret. There's no real point in it.
It's Andrew's fault, though.
What's that?
I'm sorry to you, Andrew. This isn't at you, but that's just a bad game move from an individual perspective. Sure, you take one for the team, but this isn't a team game. Why would you put your game on the line to say you're the snake when you're not. Like that's the sole reason.
Because he's willing to
Because
sacrifice
some people are
himself.
playing a team game. Some of us are playing a team
But
game.
this is
I don't know what you guys
this is
focus
Survivor.
on.
This is
Well,
a
you
team.
can talk about
Trying to
Andrew
make it
that later.
100%.
I would,
So
I
Austin,
mean, personally,
talk to me about Shawn's idol play. He just grabbed it in front of everyone.
I mean that means nothing to me. He has a 25% chance of getting it right tonight.
I mean, it could happen. It
So
could happen to you
could
twice.
happen. Oh, it absolutely could. Am I saying it won't? No. He's got to get it right.
Cool. And Summer, how do you four decide who to vote this week?
To be honest, we have not decided who we're voting for yet. We tried and tried to think of a way to do this strategically, but clearly strategically thinking has not worked in our favor. So, do we want to do what we said?
Yeah.
So we decided we're gonna pick out of a hat because we were speechless and had no idea what to do. So
real well.
yeah, so we've got 4 different colors for 4 different people without immunity. And there's 4 of each paper. Luke already knows this. Their colors not named. Sure, you can give it a shake.
Give it a good shake.
You gonna tell us who it is, or?
Also,
You'll see the color,
show the
but you
logo
won't know
on
what
the
it
hat.
means.
Okay.
Okay, shake it, Luke. Yeah.
Oh my.
Luke! Maybe we should do that one. Green. Damn it. Oh, here.
So,
Like we
I
said,
guess, Austin.
4-4, no strategy about it.
What do you think about that?
I think sometimes no strategy is the best strategy. I mean, this is a numbers game at this point. You don't know what's going to happen. You can't pick out a target. I can't sit here and say I'm voting for Shawn. I can't sit here and say I'm voting for any of them. You know, they can't say the same thing. It's just going to come down to who has what in their pocket.
Alright, we'll see where the votes lie and if anything gets played. Time to vote. Shawn, you're first.
Picking out of the hat meant nothing. We decided this beforehand.
Anyone has an immunity idol and wants to play it, now will be the time to do so. Alright. Anyone else?
Sorry guys, I gotta make sure it's nice and hidden.
Alright, rules of Survivor State. The hidden immunity idol is played on a person. The person with the votes counted on them will not count. This is not a hidden immunity idol. So. Thank you, Derek. Anyone else has a hidden immunity idol
Yeah,
and wants
that
to
one
play
is
it?
fake because this one's real.
That'll be the time to do so.
Also on the side.
Syracuse State. When an idol is played on someone, the votes for that person will not count. This is not an immunity idol. Sorry, Austin.
Stop buying stuff on Amazon.
Anyone else has a hidden immunity idol and wants to play it, now will be the time to do so.
Here's the real one.
Hello! How's it going?
Going well, hopefully.
So, hopefully you know what this is.
Okay. Rules of Survivor Syracuse State. The hidden immunity idol is played on a person. The votes will not count. This is in fact the hidden immunity idol. Geneva, who do you want to play this for? Yourself or someone else?
I'm gonna play it for Derek.
Geneva's playing this for Derek. No votes casted for Derek will count. Thank you, Geneva.
I still play mine.
Yeah. If anyone else has a hidden immunity idol, now is the time to do so. Alright. Rules of Survivor Syracuse State. Once a hidden immunity idol is played on someone, the votes for that person will not count. This is, in fact, a hidden immunity idol. Shawn, do you want to play this for yourself or someone else?
Myself.
Shawn will play this for himself. No votes for Shawn will count. Thank you, Shawn. If anyone else wants to play an immunity idol or something?
I have another few.
Alright. I'll read the book. First vote. Derek. Does not count. Derek. Does not count. Derek. Does not count. And Derek does not count. 4 votes red, 0 counted, 4 votes left with Mike's vote being stolen. 5th vote. Addie. Addie. The 10th person voted out, the 11th person voted out of Survivor Syracuse, Snakes and Secrets, and the 3rd member of our jury, Addie. Addie, you can grab the torch.
You got your hand. See you on Tuesday.
I got the torch.
Oh,
I can grab it for you if you want. Dude.
Oh, wow.
What a way to go out.
Abby, try this one. Stay tuned from scenes from our next episode.
Yeah, I mean, I said from the beginning I thought it was me going home tonight. It was down to facts, so I'm not, I mean, I'm obviously very upset. I thought I'd get a little further. But it was just down to statistics and luck. They're getting real lucky. There was 0 strategy that could have gone into tonight on both sides, so it's not like they made a smart move, they made a lucky move. And luck's not going to get you the whole way, strategy is, so I know one of our people are going to get it, and I know who I'm going to be voting for in the jury.
Next time on Survivor. As a Survivor first, we have a loved ones challenge. In the second to last in-person challenge of the season, every competitor remaining will bring a loved one to compete with them in its challenge. As the lines grow stronger between the two tribes, who will come out on top? Find out next episode on Survivor.